A tour of the soon-to-open $33 million Justice Intake and Assessment Center renews the rift between San Antonio and Bexar County officials. Felon and former state senator Carlos Uresti wants taxpayers to pay for his appeal. And following last year's decision by the Northeast Independent School District Board to change the name of Robert E. Lee High School, an online auction now aims to rid the school of Confederacy-related memorabilia. I'm Chance Dorland with your Express Briefing for Thursday, July 12th. Subscribe to this and other free content at expressnews.com/podcasts. And get each day's top news and sports headlines delivered to your inbox at expressnews.com/newsletters. Wednesday's tour of the soon-to-open $33 million Justice Intake and Assessment Center renewed a rift between Bexar County and San Antonio officials, rehashing memories of the two entities' differences over how the new facility should look and operate, to the point that the city currently plans to continue using the old magistrate's office rather than make the move. Police Chief William McManus says he believes the new facility's processing flow would keep his officers off the street for too long, adding that according to him, the county also designed the facility without consulting the city, resulting in a variety of issues the county has failed to rectify to the satisfaction of the San Antonio Police Department. But county officials say they have set up the intake facility to get officers back onto the street quickly, insisting that the city had input from the very beginning, and that the building, set to open in September or October, will allow officers to better divert nonviolent people to pre-trial programs. Felon and former state senator Carlos Uresti wants taxpayers to foot the bill for the appeal of his criminal conviction, claiming that he's out of money and can't afford the cost to appeal his conviction, his 12-year prison sentence, and the $6.3 million in restitution owed to his victims. A new court ruling requests Uresti's counsel to remain the same but be appointed and paid for by the government. In February, a federal jury convicted Uresti of 11 felonies, including wire fraud, securities fraud, and conspiracy to commit money laundering related to his roles at Four Winds Logistics, which bought and sold sand used for oil production, but turned out to be a Ponzi scheme and collapsed into bankruptcy in 2015. And the Northeast Independent School District Board's decision last year to change the name of Robert E. Lee High School to Legacy of Educational Excellence High, or LEE, has forced officials to sort through hundreds of items associated with the Confederacy that, except for a select few, will no longer be part of the school. While the most important artifacts and memorabilia, including an imposing statue of the Confederate general himself, have been earmarked for future display in a small museum in the school's library, weeks of work will now culminate in an online auction of 1,600 school-related items. From July 16th through July 30th, bidders can vie for all manner of Lee-branded keepsakes, from yearbooks and photographs to clothing, cups, banners, and even decorative mosaics. Though NEISD kept the acronym LEE as a cost-saving measure for the school that opened 6 decades ago, in more recent years, Lee distanced itself from symbols whose continued veneration had stirred national controversy, removing the Southern battle flag from football uniforms and banning its use at school activities, with the debate last fall over Lee's name becoming heated, and the eventual outcome drawing a mix of praise, criticism, and jokes from students, parents, and alumni, some of whom say it erased the school's history and their emotional ties to it. But the board voted unanimously for the change, with trustees noting the name had become too big a distraction to the learning environment. The auction of more than 1,600 items from Robert E. Lee High School's past goes live Monday at 9 a.m. from the NEISD website. And that's your daily San Antonio Express News Briefing for Thursday, July 12th. Subscribe to this and other free content at expressnews.com/podcasts. I'm Chance Dorland.